Welcome back everyone, this is DragonInWhite here and we are back with another episode of Amazing Cultivation Simulator. This is all we have left on the tutorial. I aim to finish the tutorial within this episode and the next episode, so we can actually get started on the regular mode. Wow, this is actually a very long tutorial. It took me I'm estimating 8 episodes to cover everything, and even so, granted because I'm translating along the way, things are a bit slower. Even so, 8 hours of about half an hour each episode, that makes 4 hours tutorial? Say double the time for my translation, that's a 2 hours tutorial. Dang, that's long. Okay, so after this after this tutorial, understand how to establish a representative point and manage the representative point. Okay, so open the world, set up camp in this place. Okay, well, it's telling us to set up camp, so okay, set up camp. Select this place. When outer sec disciples complete the camp management point mission thing, they will unlock more functions and buildings. Okay. What's this? After the player gain a management point as in location, you can make certain managements of it, like faction. So we set up a camp in this location. We can get your manager and disciple to supervise the work. Occasionally there will be extra rewards thing. The farmers fields will have elemental impact. The mines and spirit stone areas will be affected by will be impacted by gold and stone, something like that. And there's this one other area that's impacted by number of people. Every management point can set up an independent government, and when they run into special situations, the government's choice will impact the faith value, the population, and etc. Okay, so this is management style, I believe. So let's see, using all the, giving everything we have to the people we need. The process requires various problems to be solved, and you can receive more amount of the population faith that is in you, attraction, and impact. Every management point have their own independent storehouses. The players can collect periodically to collect the items in there, but do take note that the storehouses have an upper limit. Have a limit, yeah. So I can just take, and here has yuan mu as in origin wood. Sometimes selecting the pay attention to button is a good method for having efficiency, but the resources drain will be even more. So yeah, click this, like this. This shows the main information of the management point that the player controls, such as the core management person, the important buildings, and manufacturing and storehouses. Okay. This is to change. This is your manager page, and his information, as well as his attributes and the disciples, etc. So it's kind of like setting up a bit of a branch, I suppose. Faith. This shows the faith situation of the management point. Like what is the faith value of the location? What are the factions there? Any idols? I think 偶像 idols, as in like anyone, someone they look up to, and the total population. So over here it says the name. So this is a sect, and this is the faith points that we have, like how much faith people have in Earth, and this is the attraction level. Okay. When the player has a management point, they can deal with the respective management. Okay. Oh boy. Hang on, I gotta read this. Okay, so there's a matter here. The management person leads the disciple to walk on the streets and to they start patrolling, I think, and they walk past a broken wooden house. The owner is crippled and could not work on repairing. Okay. So basically it's saying that when there are certain things that happen, a small window will appear here. Oh, in fact, you guys can't see that. I'm gonna move that a bit there. Okay. Just move this way here. Okay. And it will give you a certain reward. Okay. So check on the matter. The players can choose a suitable method to resolve the situation through the hints given in the text earlier, and the effectiveness of the resolution depends on the disciple's attribute. So we select wood. When the player finish dealing the thing, the management window will stop showing the exclamation mark. This is the thing I read out earlier. Check on results. The manager thought for a while and decided to use origin wood to solve the problem. The manager took some excess wood materials and helped him fix his wooden house. The crowd that saw showed praising gazes, which is really weird. Our faction's attraction in this place has increased. A small number of people chose to believe in us and to join us. Our believers, well, 信从, as in more followers. Our followers now have increased to 26,430 people. That's actually quite a lot for a village. Okay, so here's another matter. The location suddenly have an earthquake. Many mortals died. There's a lot of resentment. Everyone feels fear. Okay, let's select this. Earthquake. So players can select on the left menu to see the news and to quickly check on what are the special matters happening with the management point. Okay, select this. Currently an earthquake, remaining 20 days. Players need to satisfy the requirement before the countdown finish. Only when the requirement is completely fulfilled will the matter be completely finished. If the thing is not finished, you will lose some of your followers. Players also can use experiential trainings to increase the rate of completion. Sometimes special matters will happen to the management points and require player to manage. If you manage this properly, you can gain large influence, and the increase of influence is beneficial to the players expanding their faction's territory, raising their management points, and etc. The management points also will bring great benefits to your sect, such as increasing the manufacturing locations, recruiting disciples, gaining followers, etc. Okay, I am actually starting to get a little tired. This is a lot tougher than my usual gameplays. Okay, next one. Through this tutorial, understand how to interact with other sects and how to have transactions with them. Okay. Okay. Yep, same thing. Mentioned this already. Okay, so select the world. Select an opponent sect. I think not opponent, but another sect. Okay, visit them. Players will need to give a greeting gift to complete a visit. It is best to plan out your transaction zone in advance and to select suitable transaction items. And after the player makes the visit, they can unlock many more content. Select this music score. Yeah, that's what it is. For a certain instrument, the 真子, the zither. And this old lady says, is this the best thing you can bring out? How terrible. A high level disciple of the Azure Lotus Sword sect exhausted a significant amount of her lifespan because of some mortal matters, and her lifespan is coming to an end. She urgently needs an lifespan extending pill, but her sect does not even have one. Okay. So this is the expansion. When there's a sect kind of mission kind of thing, there will be a question mark on it to indicate that the sect can the player can give other sects help, and this will gain favor from them. This will indicate the mission item that you will require. Players will need to place the item in the transaction zone before they can give it. Okay, we have completed the Azure Lotus Sword Sects mission. Their elders express gratitude and oaths and favor. We gain 1 favor point and 50 points of good impression. The old lady here says the item came just at the right time. I'll thank you first. I'll thank you in advance. Players can use many methods to increase favor from other sects. This also includes making transactions with them. Normally speaking, the higher the favor points, the more beneficial. Okay, select this again. Now I make transaction. Players can also check here for transactable items. The ones in red means that the player's favor points are too low with the sect and cannot transact these items. You can close a category. Players can close this to see the other categories. Scarlet Ginseng. Okay, the pick quality ginseng. It is scarlet in color. When outer sex disciples consume it, they gain foundation. Inner side disciples will replenish a lot of their energy. Normally used to refine some pills. And when directly consumed, it will greatly raise one's natural recovery for 2 hours. And also raise their spiritual energy, but consuming this several times to reduce the effects. Spirit Blood Talisman, using the Fiend Spirit Blood to paper. A piece of paper refined from Fiend Spirit Blood. Using the mind to draw out certain talisman scripts to form a talisman. Attempt transaction. The lady says, although this is a very practical item, we have a lot of this in our storehouses. This is a very good price already. She says, it's impossible. Try again. Okay, this transaction can be carried out. Yes. Well, hope for future cooperation. In SEC transactions, the player can make use of the attempt transaction method to estimate the value of the other party's item. This will help the players in transactions to find a more suitable price. Okay. After this tutorial, understand how to enter places and explore the map, something like that. Okay, select on world again. 5 Lotus Mountain. Over here you can see where this location, which faction this location belongs to, and if it really belongs to someone, you will need to obtain that faction's permission before you can go for experiential training or set up camp there. One sec. You need to buy this item. This is a kind of a pass, a travel pass. Okay. In the world map, the red zones represents area where players cannot enter. Players can buy travel passes and unlock the locations, and after unlocking them, the area will turn to a regular color, which means the players can enter those areas to explore. Okay, so like this, I can enter the place. And send people in. It's basically confirm. Select your disciple. Players can use V to move. Okay. You can select this to remain in a hidden kind of state. When a hidden disciple has a red high indicator, it means that they have a high chance of being discovered. When it's yellow, it's low chance. White means no chance. No eyes means no one is paying attention. Okay, yeah, that's white. The chances of being discovered has greatly to do with the perception and their foundation, and also the distance they are from the other people. Differences in the cultivation level also will show an impact. What is worth noticing is not all maps are safe. In some maps, there may be enemy targets or factions, and in the process of exploration, certain of the environment or the buildings can be interacted with. Players can use these interactive methods to explore more areas, but do take note that when stealing other sex items in a hidden state will have severe consequences if discovered. So this is to steal basically. When player take items will be shown in this area. A disciple can take at most 6 items. If you pick up something you do not need, you can throw it away, and you will obtain it after the disciple safely returns to the sack. Remove hidden status. Players can select this to leave the current map and return to the sack, provided the disciple is in a safe state. If the disciple is in a combat state, they won't be able to leave the map, or if they suffer threat of death, they will be forced to leave the map. Something like that. Yeah. The different locations of the map in the game are the various locations are different, but the exploration method is the same. When exploring other maps, players need to be careful and explore carefully. They need to be careful of hidden dangers or fortuitous encounters. Okay. Oh, the next bit, combat. After this tutorial, understand basic combat methods. Finally! That means we are getting closer to the end of this. Whew. After, combat, basic combat. Q or non-Q method. Select an inner sack disciple. Attack. So this is what? Grave? Yeah. This is defense. Automatically defend. This is run. The above are common methods for combat. Of course, there are other methods to use it. The players can test out for themselves and explore while playing. How to select many players. So click and drag, pull, and issue the attack command. Ooh, some kind of a pick thing. Press V to issue a move command to here. The players can move and attack at the same time, doing a kind of a kiting kind of battle. Sometimes this can result in a turn of situation. Select on injured disciple. Run. In the process of battle, players can pull out injured disciples or leave the battle to a safe location to protect their life. Select an inner side disciple that is not among the fight. And select. In the process of battles, players can swap out disciples and achieve an effect of continuous battle. Players can also designate different groups and to go in a round bobbin. In the battle, players can use different methods as according to the situation to tilt the favor of the battle in their to their side and protect that and prevent the side from being destroyed. Okay, next one. Understand how to lay formations, as in troop formations. Okay, check on formation. These are the four kinds of formations. I think actually it's three. This one is make new formation. Okay, select make new formation. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just an arrangement thing. So select the center. And then I don't really quite understand this, but let's just roll with it. I think it's a node. Yeah, it's a formation node. There can only be one main node, I think. When the player is designing a formation, they can designate a center of formation and connect it to the other nodes. And when connecting them, they will indicate as green. So the mysteries of this formation is activated by SWOT, something like that. Right now, this is a deficient formation pick diagram, so it cannot form a formation. When the player did not correctly connect the nodes, it will show as a deficient formation, and the formation cannot be formed. This is the evaluation of the formation, so SWOT intent. Control, I think, defense, not sure, something like that. And then this you can save. Go back. When the players save a complete formation, they can assign the members to it as a preparation in advance. Okay, so designate, teach. Players can assign the nodes and center formation I or the center of formation to the intersect disciples, and from moving from on the lines, every time they go past one line, the effects of the formation will be enlarged. Select this. Formations uses 9 different related attributes. Player can check on this to evaluate it. After player selected the formation, they can use that to activate the formation. Form the formation. So this is the leader, I think. Yeah, okay, so basically the formation leader, basically the disciple placed in the center of the formation, have the right to form the formation. As for the others, they'll show up eventually and need to be in healthy states for them to form the formation. Okay, click this, form, and they appear. Before forming the formation, players can check on the formation details and verify the effects and attributes of the formation. This shows all the formation techniques, and every technique has different effect. This shows the magic skills of the main disciple. Players can use this to give commands. You can click this to focus on this thing. Yeah. Players can select that focus point to focus on the state of the formation, helping the process and adjustment of the formation in battle. Okay, players can freely arrange it to make more suitable and more powerful formations, even creating ancient formations, etc. Different formations also have different effects and requires players to explore and test things out themselves. The tutorial will not explain more on formations. Okay, and I think that is it for this episode. I am actually getting very exhausted. I do plan on doing one more episode, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break in between. And I think the next episode, I will work on finishing up all of this. Hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, maybe episode 9, but we'll see. Maybe tomorrow's one will be an extra long one. Actually, you know what? Let's have a slightly long episode today, and we'll complete the rest in the next one. And we'll do one more first. Okay, so through this, you learn how the mysterious acupoints, the impact of the mysterious acupoints, and use the feng shui items to suppress the mysterious acupoints. Okay, recently, the trembling under the sack stopped, and at the same time, a mysterious cave appeared there. A strong view comes from the cave. Okay, maybe I might have been wrong in saying acupoints. Maybe it means cave rather than acupoints. And we do not know where it comes from. Recently, there are some ancient cultivators appearing. Perhaps we can obtain some news from them. Once the players played to a certain number of days, a certain special kind of secret will appear, and a mysterious cave will appear on random spots on the map. Okay, I'm not sure if it's specific to this, but it says the mysterious cave have a flood dragon. Well, okay, a jiao dragon, kind of like a flood dragon kind of thing. A jiao dragon, sleeping in it. Players may use various methods to deal with it. One of the most common method is to use feng shui items to make the room have a auspicious method to suppress the mysterious cave. Okay, mysterious cave have many methods of managing, but in the later stage, if players are not confident of dealing with it, they can choose to use feng shui to suppress it. As for the other methods, it requires the player to explore more of the game, and it will not be explained here. Okay. Appraised feng shui suppression items will have detailed introductions, Players will need to follow these introductions and place them in suitable areas in order to activate the feng shui suppression items correctly. After they're activated, they will cause the room to be auspicious. Spirit crystal, so no attribute, can be selected. This item has a is naturally spiritual and have effects of suppressing feng shui. It has no attributes. It will take effect in a large alchemy room or beside an alchemy room. Because of it, because of attributes, strange characters or something like that, you can only have one feng shui suppressing item in a room and one spiritual suppressing item in the room. +1 to mind replenishment, something like that. Okay, just basically bring it here and place it on there, select the room. Currently it's on minor auspicious. This pure refinement room, spiritual stone pure furnace, and basically it's negative on room arrangement. When the feng shui item fits the description and shows compatibility, it can make the room become greatly auspicious and can suppress the mysterious cave. So now the suppression item, spiritual crystal, very compatible, +5. When the player successfully suppress the mysterious cave, they effectively suppress the sleeping tail dragon in the cave, and the players can use this time to raise the disciple's ability and eliminate it as soon as possible. Okay, so basically it's a boss of some sort that you have to kill. I have a very bad feeling about that. Okay, and with that, I think this is where I'll end off today. It's been quite a long one and I'm rather tired, so I'll see you guys next time. Before I go off, my usual shameless plugs: check out Immortal and Martial Duo Cultivation at hostednovel.com, and if you'd like to support me, you can do so at my Patreon. Link is also down in the description below for the first one and this one, actually for everything. Third one, check out my merch store for DragonInWhite merch, and also there's a book depository affiliate link if you would like to use that. And finally, subscribe to the channel if you have not, like the video if you liked it, and ding the notification bell for more notifications. Ciao guys.